What kind of person is Xiuying Hong?
I was watching you.
Huh?
Shuing struck your pressure point.
I was off my guard then.
Really? Your eyes looked pretty serious.
I'm asking you about Shuing.
She's what you see. Beautiful and stern, but sometimes she gives me sweets.
A very respectable person. She is my role model. She certainly has the qualities of both a good warrior and a good scholar.
You mean Shuing of Manmo Temple?
Yes, that's the person.
I've been doing business here for a long time, and I would say Manmo Temple regained its solemnity after she came.
Can you tell me more?
Since she came to the temple has always been clean, and the number of the worshippers has increased.
I see. I want to know about Xiuying Hong.
She's in charge of the temple built in 1840 and has a long history. She will make Manmo Temple more and more prosperous.
She is exactly the way she looks.
Though some people say she's cold-hearted, she's very kind. She's taken in that orphan, Fan Mei, and is looking after her. I'd love it if she became my son's bride.
Shuing? Maybe that's the young woman at Manmo Temple.
Yes, that's the one.
She's beautiful on the outside and just as resolute on the inside.
Yes.
I've heard that she's very strict with herself and those around her.
Oh, the woman at Manmo Temple? She really is beautiful.
What kind of person is she?
Shuing? Well, she's a woman of few words. And I've never seen her smile.
Yes.
It's hard to even figure out what she's thinking half the time.
You mean the woman of Manmo Temple? She is famous for her beauty.
Do you know what kind of woman she is?
Well, I don't know. She just passes by here once in a while.
I see.
How are you related to Xiuying?
I happen to know her slightly.
Oh, I see.
She's one of our regulars.
What is she like?
She prefers inexpensive and practical items rather than luxurious ones.
Shuing? I know her. She's a real knockout.
What kind of a person is she?
I hear she's really strong.
Strong?
And a real Kung Fu master too, I've heard.
Shuing?
She's from Manmo Temple. She's the woman with long hair.
I'm not too interested in women.
Huh?
I'd rather be looking at plates. Old plates are nice, you know. They have so much character.
She's a very admirable woman. I want to be like that when I grow up.
She is a great master with dignity. If I had more courage, I'd become a pupil of hers.
I see.
You'd be surprised to hear that I'm bashful in front of strangers. Whenever I'm with Shuing, I feel a strong destiny. She's a great master with dignity.
She's young, but she's a hard worker. She's full of dignity and elegance.
Yes, she's a great master of the martial arts. Oh, she's so beautiful and so skilled. I wouldn't mind if she married my grandson.
I don't really know her very much, but apparently she is a magnificent person. I never hear bad things about her.
I don't really like talking about other customers, but simply put, she's a magnificent person.
You have 2 eyes to see, ears to hear, and a head to think, don't you? Don't depend too much on other people's opinions. Think and decide for yourself. If you want to know about a person, ask him or her personally.
You mean Xiuying Hong of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
Well, I don't know. She comes here to shop once in a while.
I frequently see her at Manmo Temple. I heard she's respected as a very important person there.
Oh, you mean the pretty woman at Manmo Temple, right?
What kind of person is she?
They say she's a martial artist, but I don't buy that. A beautiful woman like her can't be that strong.
Ah, you mean the person at Man Mo Temple, right? What a beautiful woman. Do you know her?
Huh?
Hey, introduce me to her, please.
The pretty woman at Man Mo Temple, right? She is absolutely out of my league. I've seen her, but I've never talked to her.
It's a woman, right? There's no way that I know her then.
Shuing? I've heard the name.
What kind of person is she?
She's so beautiful, and rumor has it she's very strong. I've heard that even the monk with the mustache can't beat her.
Wouldn't that be Li Xiao Tao, who used to live in the Yuan Apartments? It's been a long time since she moved.
Yes, that's her.
She's a very nice person. She was very fond of my granddaughter, who has no parents.
I like Shuing very much. I always go for a walk there. We were friends when I was young.
I know her very well. A very good girl she is.
Have you known her for a long time?
Did you get to spar with her?
I couldn't even touch her.
I'm sure you were surprised. Age does not matter. The achievements make the master. Age and gender have nothing to do with mastering the martial arts.
Did you get to see her?
Yes.
I have nothing to tell you then. It's best to see with your own eyes.
You must mean the master of Man Mo Temple. Master is very insightful and is very skilled at Kung Fu. That's what Master Zoshan told me.
Master Zoshan.
He said that Master is a person who deserves much respect.
You must mean the master at Man Mo Temple.
Yes. Do you know anything?
The master is very intelligent and extremely skilled in Kung Fu.
Why are you asking about Master Tao?
I want to know what kind of person she is.
Then, I will tell you one thing.
Please.
The master's personality is explained in her name.
Her name? What do you mean?
The characters Tao and Li together can mean disciple.
Disciple? And Shao means few. Few disciples?
And as the name says, she hardly accepts disciples.
Of course I know. You don't find such beautiful women every day.
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
Well, let me see. My instincts tell me she's a willful woman with pride. No rose is without a thorn.
Well, you mean that pretty girl at the Man Mo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
I don't know much about her. I just see her on the street sometimes.
I know her. She's pretty.
What kind of person is Xiuying Hong?
She's pretty and very kind. When she comes shopping, she always compliments me. She says, "Oh, you're helping out, aren't you, sweetie?"
I see.
The other day, I dropped the goods when I handed them to her. But she didn't get mad. She just smiled and said, "It's okay, dear." What a nice lady.
Yes, the person from Man Mo Temple. She often comes here to shop.
What is she like?
I've heard great things about her. And so young, too. She is talented in both scholastic and martial arts, and trains diligently. She's blessed with great beauty, but never takes advantage of it. I think she's someone that young people should look up to as a role model.
You mean Shuing, the beautiful lady?
What kind of person is she?
I don't know her well, but she seems to be in a high position in Man Mo Temple. I wish my son would have such a wife.
Yes, I know the beautiful lady from Man Mo Temple.
What kind of person is she?
I'm not sure. I only know her as a customer. She has fine tastes in teas. That's about the only thing I can remember.
You mean the beautiful woman from Man Mo Temple?
What kind of person is she?
I barely speak with her. Her assistant comes here often.
I hear that she's a very kind person and takes good care of her assistant. So she wants to repay her kindness by taking good care of her and serving good meals. I've taught her a great deal about seasoning.
I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to hear about her and not about her assistant. But as I told you, I barely speak with her, so I can't say anything about her.
Yeah, she's a regular customer of mine.
What is she like?
She is beautiful and kind. A person like that can be said to be both beautiful and talented.
Her beauty makes her stand out, but she is a calm person of few words. I don't know too much about her.
Well, I haven't talked with her much, you know. But her assistant often comes here to shop.
Shuing? You mean of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
What kind of person is she? Well, she's well educated at least.
Well educated?
I have a bad back, you see. I was introduced to the medicinal herb shop by Shuing.
Medicine.
She seemed to know much about medicine. This is kind of an exaggeration, but I think of her as my savior.
Shuing?
You mean the one at Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
What kind of person? Well, she comes here to eat sometimes. But what exactly is she doing at Manmo Temple?
She seems to be a kung fu master.
That's really something. Now I see why.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, the man with the mustache who comes along with her eats a lot.
A man with a mustache? Could he be Han Hui?
I've heard before that a kung fu fighter who eats little is no good. It's a pleasure as a sushi chef to see someone eat as much as he does. You want to try some too, young man?
Yes. She is at Manmo Temple.
What is she like?
I don't know her personally, but I've never heard anyone speak badly of her. Everyone says she is beautiful and wise.
Hey, how do you know Xiuying Hong?
Huh?
She's a master of Kung Fu who rarely reveals her true self. You've met her?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm sorry, but could you please not talk to me? I'm working on the plot for my novel.
I see.
Shuing. I don't know that person. But that's a nice name. That's what I'll call my protagonist.
Shuing is a great customer of mine. She often buys incense pieces and such.
Incense pieces?
Yes, it's jasmine tea. Miss Shuing has a taste for fragrant teas.
Miss Xiuying Hong? Oh, Shuing is a regular here. She often comes in to buy incense pieces.
Incense pieces?
I'm talking about jasmine tea. She likes fragrant tea, you see.
Yes, we appreciate her patronage.
Does she come here often?
Yes, and Fang Mei comes on errands for her quite often too.
Who is Fang Mei?
What? You don't know?
No.
She's a cute kid, very bright. She must be living in the same apartment as Shuing.
Oh no! I've had enough of her pressure point attacks. I'm not saying anything about her.
I understand.
Actually, she's a kung fu master. I hear she's a complete loner. It's a secret, you know.
Shuing is one of my best customers. She orders dishes such as sesame balls when she comes by.
Sesame balls?
It's a dim sum dish, sesame-covered dumpling. We've got a secret way of frying things here.
She's so cool, but I don't think she's seeing someone. She is a woman of virtue and trained as well. An average man is no match for her.
She's a role model for working girls like us.
I see. About Shuing Hong.
Even for a tiny shop like this, it's hard work for a single woman. A few times she sent over a young girl to help me.
Why do you want to hear about Shuing?
I just met her, so I want to find out more about her.
What? You are acquainted with Shuing?
Well, sort of.
Great. Then why don't you introduce me to Shuing?
Xiuying Hong? You mean the beautiful master of Manmo Temple that everyone's talking about? I want to sell pictures of her here.
I see.
I wanted her to try her hand at acting, but she refused because of her training. She's too good to just let go like that.
Xiuying? Why are you asking that?
What kind of person do you think she is?
She is a ray of sunshine to me, giving me hope to live on.
Shuing. You mean that beautiful woman?
Beautiful, yes.
Yes, but I've never talked to her directly. With such beauty of face and figure, it must be an expression of a sublime soul, too.
In herself, too?
Ah, one can see the beauty of yin and yang in her.
Shuing? Yeah, that beautiful woman?
Yes. What is she like?
Well, I've never talked with her, so I don't know much about her personality. But she seems to be a good person.
Is she a good person?
Yeah, she looks exactly like I did when I was young.
Yes, I see. Thank you.
Not that I look different now.
I know her very well. She comes here sometimes.
What kind of person is Shuing?
Do you like her?
No, I'm just...
Yeah, she's such a beautiful woman. Do your best.
Yes, from Manmo Temple.
What kind of person is she?
She's a graceful and beautiful woman. Any further information would have an impact on my client's privacy.
I know her. I've made clothes for her before. What is she like?
I've heard that she works at Manmo Temple. She's still young, but very reliable.
Are you talking about Master Li Shou-Tao?
Yes. Can you tell me about that person?
We say that a huge mountain is difficult to measure.
A huge mountain is difficult to measure.
Master Li Shou-Tao is a great mountain. You wouldn't understand her so easily. Be modest and learn well.
Isn't she a nice person? Her assistant tells me about her sometimes when she comes by.
Don't ask me about things like that.
Huh?
A woman's natural enemy is another woman.
I see.
Just kidding. Take it from a girl like me. She's a looker. Are you relieved?
Ms. Xiuying Hong?
Yes.
She's beautiful.
Huh?
I said she's beautiful.
Do you know anything else about her?
No, I've never even talked to her.
Miss Xiuying Hong?
Yes.
She's so beautiful.
Huh.
She's considered so beautiful. As a woman myself, even I think so.
Is there anything else?
Well, I haven't actually talked to her myself.
What kind of person? She's at Manmo Temple, isn't she? I don't know her too well.
I see. About Xiuying Hong.
Yo, do you know her?
Eh?
I said, no, it's nothing.
Is something wrong?
Nothing.
I heard she's quite beautiful. Do you know her?
Well, yeah.
The master spoke of her moves as profound, and her kung fu as unlimited.
Master Zoshan said that?
Yeah, and the master hardly praises anyone.
I know. My daddy told me to grow up to be a great person just like him.
Isn't that someone from Wan Chai?
Yes.
Some great master. Wouldn't people in Wan Chai know more?
Someone from Wan Chai, right?
Yes.
I hear rumors about her even around here. She seems to be a really great master. Maybe someone in Wan Chai would know more about that.
I heard she was a master of the martial arts, but I've never met her myself.
They say she's a nice girl, and everybody thinks very highly of her.
Well, I shouldn't say anything about a woman I've never met, but I hear she's really something, even though she is still so young.
What do you want with that person?
Well,
I'm just kidding. That's a famous martial arts master in Wan Chai, right?
Xiuying Hong is a great and celebrated master of the martial arts. I am a master of fashionable items at low prices.